Hi, my name is David Huck, and I'm excited to share our Neurips 24 paper titled Quasi Bayes meets Vines. In this work, we tackle the problem of density estimation with small and high-dimensional data. In particular, we focus on datasets with less than 1,000 training data but dimensions as high as 64. And our goal is to derive a model with an analytical density function that is able to generate samples. Our starting point is non-parametric Bayesian prediction. The crucial object of inference is the predictive density, which is our best model for the data x given our current observations x1 to xn. To obtain this predictive density, the classical Bayesian framework relies on the posterior density, which describes our beliefs about model parameters. Now, to compute the posterior density, we in turn rely on the previous predictive using one-step updates via Markov chain Monte Carlo computations. This reliance on sequential MCMC is a big bottleneck as the resulting inferential procedure is expensive and slow with the dimension. A recent line of research has proposed a solution by using recursive quasi-Bayesian prediction. They equate the new predictive to the old predictive multiplied by an update term, which turns out to be a bivariate copular for a one-dimensional predictive model. This is fantastic, as there is no need for MCMC runs, and the resulting inferential scheme has advantages by being non-parametric, quasi-Bayesian, and very fast for density evaluation and sampling. Numerous papers have successfully used this method since. However, there is room for improvement. In particular, the extensions to multivariate settings are non-trivial, with restrictive assumptions needed on the dependent structure, and the computation is sequential with the dimension, which might not be optimal. In our work, we propose a solution which, coincidentally, is to use even more copulars. We use Sklar's theorem to split the joint predictive into marginal predictive densities and a high-dimensional copular. This decomposition is fruitful, as it allows us to obtain a simple recursive update with two terms. Firstly, a product of independent recursions on consecutive marginal predictives, and secondly, a recursion on the copulars. There are four main benefits to our approach. For the first term, the form of marginal recursions is known, being the RBP recursion from a few slides ago, which is very fast and efficient. Furthermore, as these marginal recursions are independent, each recursion is done in parallel across dimensions instead of sequentially. Thirdly, for the copular recursion, as we are only interested in the final predictive, we leave the recursive form implicit and only fit a single copular model at the final step. In our work, we use a Vine copular model for that. Finally, our model does not require any restrictive assumptions, since Sklar's theorem is a general result for densities. Our final model is called the Quasi-Bayesian Vine, as it uses a Quasi-Bayesian recursion for marginal models and a Vine copular model for the dependents. We derive convergence rates for each part, showing that under specific dependent structure assumptions, the copular convergence converges at a rate independent of the dimension. We confirm these findings in experiments by fitting a quasi-Bayesian vine on reduced amounts of data, outperforming competing models with as little as 100 training samples in 64 dimensions, and converging much faster to better values. We also show regression and classification tasks, achieving state-of-the-art performance on all but two datasets. To conclude, we show that in a quasi-Bayesian framework, copulars are useful for obtaining more general models, which are suitable for parallelization and effective on high-dimensional data. Future directions include using more effective copular models, applying the quasi-Bayesian vine on dependent data such as in time series, weather, or reinforcement learning, and integrating new quasi-Bayesian methods into our framework. Please drop by the post to session 6 on Friday 13. I'm happy to chat and collaborate. Thank you.